Hello, this is Tricia from Tricia's Cards and Crafts, and welcome to my Step Top on Sundays. This is the card that I'm going to show you how I've made today. It's made with the DSP that what's it called? The Winter Meadow, is it? Yeah, Winter Meadow 12 by 12 designer series papers. And I was going to try and use some of the colours that were in there that were mentioned on the back, but it's got blueberry bushel, but I've only got one sheet of that. The misty moonlight I didn't think went with this. Yeah, those were the only ones that I thought, but I had a look at the colours that I've got and I found that this is orchid oasis and the ink as well, and I thought that went really nice with the colours of the berries, so that's why I've chosen to change the colour scheme slightly. I've been waiting for an order to come in, so there we go. I can't do anything about that, but here is the card that I've made for you today, and this is what we're going to make. I've cut all the pieces ready, so it won't take as long then to put it all together. It's not complicated really, it's quite a quick and simple, easy card to make. There's not much stamping, just on the inside, and I just thought it would be nice to use the papers for something other than a Christmas card. So this one's a thank you card, obviously, and so I haven't stamped anything inside, so it gives anybody a chance to put their own thoughts and sentiments inside. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to make today. So all the pieces that we need are here. So I've got two pieces of white card that are 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. The big piece of Orchid Oasis is a normal, just cut an A4 piece of card in half, and then I've just I did it lengthways rather than widthways, so that we open from up instead of down, instead of across. So it's a vertical card rather than a horizontal card. So it's that way up. Okay, so it's still going to be a portrait card, but it's just opening at the bottom instead of at the side. So that's that bit. The two pieces, one's for the front and one is for the inside, so that we've got a piece inside, and then we're going to emboss this piece, and I'm using one of the basics 3D embossing folders, and I thought this one would be a nice one to use. I was thinking of using a different embossing folder, but I've already used that one on Friday, so the tiled one, the distress tile, so I could have used that one, but I thought this one would be nice to use, so I'm going to use that to emboss this. Then we've got two more pieces of the Orchid Oasis, and that one is 2 1/4 by 5 3/8, and this piece is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, and then this piece of DSP is 2 inches by 5 1/8 of an inch, and this piece is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2 inches, so they will go across there. Then I've used another piece of the Orchid Oasis, and I used the 2 3/4 inch punch, no, 2 3/8 of an inch of a punch, not that one, 2 3/8, this one here, and then I've used the decorative circle punch, which is this one, and I punched the white out of that one, or punched it out in white, and this will just fit nicely inside the 2 3/8 inch circle, and that will go on the front. So the stamp set I've used today is the Irresistible Bloom stamp set, which is an online exclusive stamp set, so you won't find it in the catalogues, but you can find it online. So those are all the, I think the embossing folders are on the online exclusives as well, in the online exclusives rather than the catalogues. So let's get together, let's get and make this card. So first of all, I'm going to emboss this first. Let's move that out of the way a second. So I need to put this in the embossing folder, and I don't want any edges around there at the top, so I'm making sure I bring it just so that it's got the it'll have the pattern all over it. And I just need I'm going to use my electric embossing, and I'm not embossing machine, well it is, it's die cutting and embossing machine, just because it's quicker to put it through that way. And there we go. There we go, nice and quick. There we go, put this away. There we go, that's gone. Right, so here's the embossed piece of paper. If you wanted to use, if you wanted to do it for a winter, a Christmassy card, I've also embossed so you could do it and still use the other ones. I've used the snow, oh I can't remember what it's called, snowflake sky 3D embossing folder, this one here. I used that one to do that, and then I thought, oh, but I'm doing a thank you card, so I don't really need it to be snowflakes. I wasn't going to do a winter one, so I've now done it with this embossing folder. So we'll just stick this onto the card, and you can use whatever adhesive you want, but I find that if you use the liquid adhesive, it's a little bit more forgiving, so that if you need to move something, it will move slightly. So I'm using Tombow. So let's just put this on, make sure we've got it aligned properly. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to stick these onto the blue, the Orchid Oasis background layer. Here we go. That's the first one. I don't know. Might go that way up. And just leaves a nice little border of 1/8 of an inch all the way around. And then this one is going to go over to the side, and it just leaves a small border around there. Now for this one, put this one on. I've been wanting to use this ever since I bought it, because I thought it was so pretty. I love the papers in this set, and I love the colours as well. So there we go. So this one is now going to go on top of here. So again, you could use dimensionals, and if I wasn't going to post it, I probably would. But if you want to put anything in the post, you don't want it to be too thick. So I'm not going to use them, just in case I'm not giving it to someone. I'm going to send it to someone. So here we go. So this is going to go over here. So that's that one. Now we can do the stamping. So I'm going to stamp my thank you from the Irresistible Blooms with the Orchid Oasis. And I'm going to stamp it without stamping off at all. So it should just about fit nicely onto into the circle. There we go, that's nice. And then what I've done, I'm going to use a piece of paper underneath, and I am going to use this stamp with the berries and the it looks a bit maybe juniper, I don't know, leaves and berries. I'm just going to stamp this off, and then I'm going to stamp it just at the top there, like that. I quite like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the inside piece of card that's going to go on the inside of the inside of the card. And I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to stamp it to the corner here. There we go. So that one's ready. And then I thought it would be nice to stamp the envelope as well. So again, pink it up, stamp off, and stamp on. There we go. So we've got the card, the envelope, all matching. Okay, right. Let's put that away. We don't need that now. So now I'm going to stick this onto there. I'll use a bit of Stampin' Seal for this one. There we go. Whoops. And just get it so that it's touching the edges of the circle. And there it is. There we go. So that's ready to go onto my card. I'm just going to, I'll stick this on the inside as well. So here goes, that goes in there. I'd rather not use the liquid glue on the white card because sometimes it has been known to show through, so I'd rather not use it on the white, but on the coloured cards it's fine. And just leave the border around the outside. So there we go, that's pretty. And now I'm going to use some of this ribbon. What I did with this one, I didn't put the ribbon on first. I put the dimensionals on first, and then I stuck the ribbon on the wrong side. So now we've got it going all the way through, and it looks as though you've got one or two pieces of ribbon, but it actually was one piece folded in half. And then because I put it on the wrong end, I decided I'd put it on the bottom as well. So I think I might use 2 strips this time of ribbon. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces of ribbon. So I'm going to cut one going up like that, and this one I'm going to cut like that. So I'm not going to miss out on any. So those, they'll be maybe crossover like that. Okay, so I'm going to put those on the back. I'm going to put some seal on the back, and then cross these over and add those to the adhesive. And then I'm going to put, there we go, that looks nice. And then I'm going to put the dimensionals on top to make sure I grab them all, and they're all going to stay nice and firm. There we go, that'll do. So here we go. We can turn this over and put this down somewhere. There we go. I think that looks nice. So there's those. So this is the sheer ribbon that comes, the white and silver that comes with the the sweet. And then just to finish it off, because I'm using Orchid Oasis, and that is part of the 22-24 in colours, I'm going to use these 22-24 in colour pearls, and I used the Starry Sky ones on the other card that I made, but this time I'll use the Orchid Oasis ones. So we'll put one there. Oops. One up there. And one down here. There we go. And they look really nice. There we go. So that's the card made. So here's the envelope that goes with this one, and here's the first card I made with its matching envelope. There you go. So we've got the two cards. So I did use a different stamp set, but that was only because I wanted to show that you could use it other than as a Christmas card. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. If there's anything that you'd like to have a go at, if you've got any questions, if you need any information, just get in touch with me. You can either leave it in the comments or you can message me. And if there's any of the things you'd like to get from the online shop, you can find the link as well in my about info, my information. Okay, you can find me on Facebook and on Instagram, Trisha's Cards and Crafts. There. And it would be lovely to see you on either. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.